going to be super short. I got this idea the other day because I think I said this in my last vlog. I know I posted it, but I was like, I want to start incorporating more of my work and my job in here. Long story short, this video is going to be about salon suites and opening a salon suite in Atlanta, because I've been getting so many inquiries about salon suites, and I know that's because I've helped one of my clients with her salon suites in Atlanta. She operates 3 pretty large salon suites businesses in Atlanta. I've helped her with all 3 locations. She started off owning like a beauty bar, so you would go to her salon and you'll get, actually what's crazy is before I started working with her, I had actually visited her business before and I got a service done. So she does like non-invasive body sculpting. It was sort of like a mini salon suites, but they pretty much only catered to that non-invasive body sculpting. So you get your woodwork done, you get your, it was like a laser light therapy that's supposed to burn your fat cells, but I didn't keep up with it. So I mean, clearly I gained some weight since then. But if you keep up with it and you work out at the same time, it's supposed to like help keep the weight off of you. Started with that, and then she reached out to me and she wanted to expand into salon suites. So her salon suites, it doesn't just cater to like hair, nails. I know she said in her Buckhead location, there's like a smoothie owner there. So like, as long as you can pay the rent and you have a service and you're licensed and whatever you're trying to do, you can rent out her salon suites. So basically, I just wanted to do a short video, and what's crazy is I actually have a showing in about an hour with a new client that's looking to open a salon suites. So I was like, let me just knock this video out, and then I'm going to take y'all with me to show, kind of record some of the showing, because I haven't been, neither one of us have been to this space before. So it's our first time seeing the space today, our first time meeting the listing agent. So hopefully she likes the space. But I wanted to come on here because I know, there's a lot of interest around this business, and people have a lot of questions on how to get started in salon suites. So I can tell you what I know coming from a realtor. Again, I am a realtor. I don't own any salon suites. I've never opened a salon suites. So, but I learned a lot from my client and seeing the things that she had to go through with getting her inspections, her permits, just changing contractors, just different things with that. So I'll give y'all 3 pointers that I feel like are really big tasks when thinking about opening a salon suites, or planning to open a salon suites. I would say these are my top 3 takeaways that you really need to consider when pursuing this business. So actually, I'll start off with number 3. Number 3, your budget. So you really have to get in line with your budget. What do you have saved? Are you taking out a business loan? Are you a hairstylist now and you want to go into opening a salon suites and maybe you won't be doing hair anymore? Whatever it is, you have to figure out what is your budget, because opening and operating mostly opening and getting the salon suites is where a lot of the money is going to be spent. As far as operating it, you're bringing money in. As long as you don't have any, a high turnover rate, which is another thing that you need to consider, you're going to be doing pretty good. I know my client does pretty well for herself. So your budget, how much money do you have for the build out? Building out salon suites takes a lot of money. It's pretty steep, because you have to take into account okay, is the space already built out for salon suites? My client, for one of her spaces, she got really lucky because it was actually already a salon suites. So she did do a build out and upgraded and renovated and all that, but she didn't really have to put in a lot of money for plumbing, electrical, because it already had the bones and it was already serving a salon suites purpose. Her second space was this her second or third? So I want to say her last, I think that was the last space I worked with her. The second space was actually a mattress firm. So if you know mattress firm, it's completely open. It's an open space. So she went in, added the rooms, added the plumbing, added everything. That was, I'm sure, more than likely her most expensive location to open if it wasn't the third. Which was the Buckhead location, was used to be an old like medical office. So it had offices in it, but she still needed to go in, add plumbing, electrical, renovate the whole bottom area because it had all this medical equipment, so she had to get that taken out. I know that was pretty pricey, and hopefully she sold it. Actually, now I'm thinking about it, I want to say I remember her, I don't want to tell her business, but I remember us walking through the space and she was saying she might sell that stuff, because those medical equipments and like dentist equipments, those things are like hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars. I don't know. But so yeah, the budget, you have to know how much it's going to cost to build said space out. Does it need a full build out? Does it need a partial build out? You know, how do you want to design it? Obviously, you know, you may have to change the floors, you may have to change the windows. It's tons of, you know, lighting, signs, like you have to think about all of that. And I would say, just my personal opinion, if you're starting off and you may not have as much capital, try to find a space that already has the bones. It may be harder to find a space that was already serving as a salon suites, because the thing is, if it's already built out, usually you may find those spaces are more expensive because, you know, the owners know, like, hey, you know, this is more desirable for somebody to come in. They really don't have to put no money in here, so we can charge a little bit more per rent because it's already, you know, can have the grand opening in a month. You know, just change the signs, repaint, redesign, maybe change the floors, and that's it. But if you're coming into a space that's not built out for salon suite, you're going to spend a pretty penny getting that space ready. So just keep that in mind. So my number two takeaway from opening salon suites, location. So you do want to think about the location that you are trying to open this suite in. I would say obviously anything in town, downtown, midtown, Buckhead, anything more in town inside the perimeter will be more desirable, because you find more people. People don't like to drive too far, unless, you know, obviously if that's a long time service provider of yours. Keep in mind those are some of the more expensive areas, especially per square foot, because that's how we determine price. Commercial real estate is off the price per square foot. So that's another thing to think about. And also, I think what I forgot to mention as far as budget, it may be good starting off figuring out, okay, how am I going to make my money? Are you going to charge your tenants weekly, monthly? My client likes to charge them weekly, which I think is pretty smart, because if you're a service provider and you have, you know, a good amount of clientele, you're getting paid weekly. So I think that is a good way to charge your tenants weekly. So if you're unsure of how much to charge, call around some local salon suites in the area. There's tons of salon suites here in Atlanta. I'm just checking the time. There's tons of salon suites here in Atlanta. So just call and be like, I'm interested in getting a salon suite. Just wondering how much y'all charge. Start there. And then if they charge $150 a week, maybe charge $125 to just make it more competitive. So my last point, what is your why? What is your reason? Why do you want to do this? Because I've also come across people that, you know, they reach out to me and I'm like, okay, so what is the name? And these are people that are new to the business, that have no experience in salon suites, no experience in hair, period, or anything beauty, but they want a salon suites. So I'm like, okay, what is your background? You know, what inspired you to open a salon suites? Because when you are a newer business owner, there may be more requirements from you because this is a new venture from you, versus someone that already has an existing business. So now we can use your current, you know, business plan or your current financial projections. But when you're newer, you do need these plans in place. So business plans, financial plan, contractor plans, like what is your design? What is going to be your look? What is your, you know, your tenants? What are you charging them, you know, every week, every month? So that this is why I put this as number one, because once you get this down, then you can kind of go into 2, 3, and figure out that. But you need to at least have a plan, have a business name, because like I said, I've had people to come and they got everything down packed, they got their documents, and then I've talked to people, they're like, I don't even have a name. And I'm like, well, I can't come up with the name. You know, I'm here to find the space for you. But definitely have all these things in order before, you know, trying to find a space, because it just really, everything sort of runs smoother when you have these things planned. So yeah, have your business plan again, financial plan, budget in line, your location. It's good to start reaching out to some contractors. I'm gonna stop it here. I don't want to keep rambling because I wanted to keep it really short and, you know, simple. So now we're going to head to my showing. I'm gonna bring y'all with me. It'll probably be quick, just showing y'all around the space, and that's it. So thank y'all for watching me. Of course, if y'all have questions, feel free to comment below. If you know anyone that is interested in opening salon suites or honestly any other commercial need, feel free to send them my information. I believe my website is in my YouTube bio, but if not, just go to www.jdouglashomes.com and you can contact me through there. But I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.